Hello everyone, Nono here, and in today's video we're going to look at how to extract the main points from the paragraphs and match them with the most suitable topic sentences. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so let's look at the matching headings. This is a list of the headings that you will find and which are also the topic sentences for the paragraphs that you will be reading in this video. So to read through all of these, pause the video right here and take some time. Also, feel free to come back to this part when you feel like you need to. Okay, so let's go to the paragraphs. This is paragraph number A. Again, make sure to have enough time for you to read by pausing the video right here. Now, let's break it down into simpler details. Right here, there will be much information to absorb, but we only want to focus on the main points of this paragraph, although there would be secondary information that we don't need to bear in mind, and also they will be misleading you when it comes to choosing the right topic sentence or heading. In exam settings, we have to save our time by reading the information roughly, or you call skimming. But in our practice, for the sake of better comprehension skills, we won't need to do that. But it's still important to break down the paragraphs with a chunk of information to understand the main idea anyway. So how we're going to break down the information is very simple. So in this paragraph, you will see different parts. The first part is going to be the introduction or something like that, and the main part is somewhere between in the middle or near the end. So we will find it somewhere around there, but we will have to keep on reading. So the introduction is going to consist of general information, which we will call obvious information, right? So for example, we have a big title about the pyramids of these exercises. So we're talking about the pyramids, obviously. So this is like, we have to bear in mind the title, but however, it's not as important as the little pieces of information that we're looking for. So let's see. The pyramids are the most famous monuments of ancient Egypt and still hold enormous interest for people in the present day. We know this is a background statement. Now this part is going to be a little misleading for you to choose the correct topic sentence. Okay, let's take a look. So the main points here, we haven't reached there yet. But what this means generally is we have some uncertainties because other cultures do have pyramids also, not just Egypt. So it's a little bit confusing, which means that who started this trend, right? But when you look at this part where it says, however, there is no question that, as far as Egypt is concerned, it began with one monument to one king designed by one brilliant architect. So that means there is a solution. There is an explanation which says that the trend, or you can say the design, the inspiration of the shape of pyramids started because of one brilliant architect who designed especially for his king. That is the definite answer. So because it also says there is no question that. And also, the uncertainty of this design is stated in the form that says the evolution of the pyramid form has been written and argued about for centuries because other cultures are also seen doing it. Who started? The architect started. So this is the definite explanation. Okay, that's why you choose number 4, a single certainty among other less definite facts. Now, if you don't remember the headings, feel free to go back. But this one, the main point, which is the evolution of the pyramid form has been written and argued about for centuries, which says there has been uncertainties. Okay, but the explanation says there is no question that, so it states certainty, as far as Egypt is concerned, began with one monument to one king, designed by one brilliant architect. This one is supposed to be king. Sorry about that. But anyway, this is the answer. So I hope this is comprehensible. Okay, so let's go and look at paragraph number B. Now, while we are reading these paragraphs, it is very important for us to bear in mind that we have to define the introduction part of the paragraph and the main part. Now, when you look at this paragraph, you will see that the first part is the introduction, which says, tombs were rectangular monuments made of dry clay bricks. So this part is like what happened before, but after the brilliant architect came up, that the design completely changed. So that's what the paragraph is generally talking about. So I hope this will give you a general idea. So let's take a look at the explained part with different colors to see clearly. Okay, so it says tombs are rectangular monuments made of dry clay brick, which covered underground passages where the deceased person was buried. Okay. This one is the introduction. What used to happen when in the past, the architect he conceived of a building a taller, more impressive tomb, progressively making them smaller to form the shape now known as the step pyramid. So this one is like the new revolutionary design, but the first one is what happened before this time. So the final answer is an idea for changing the design of burial structures. So this is how to, differentiate between first part, or just you can say generally the introduction of the paragraph. So we have to remember, in even not just in essays, we also have introductions in paragraphs too. So let's go to another paragraph. So take your time reading this paragraph, pause the video right here if you need, and let's go to detailed analysis. There is a lot of information. There is much information to bear in mind, although this is not very important. This is just secondary information. Okay, so after you have read it, you will know what the paragraph is generally talking about. So there is a very long introduction. Let's try to find that out. Okay, so the very long introduction is actually somewhere around here. It says, building process, starting from the second line, building process went through many different stages. Historian, this person comments on this. Much experimentation was involved, which is especially clear, something, and all the way to the bottom part, the part just before the highlight. So this part is talking about giving us a general idea of how challenging the building processes are, and also how overwhelming this is. And the main point that concludes the entire paragraph says the weight of the enormous mass was a challenge for the builders, who placed the stones at an inward incline in order to prevent the monument breaking up. So this is like the building strategies, the weight and the challenge, the weight being the main challenge of the builders, for the builders. So of course, this is a very difficult task for those involved. For those involved are the builders who actually do the work, not just the design, but do the work too, physical work too. So this is a very difficult challenge. So yes, that is paragraph number C. And that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you found something useful to apply in your daily practice. Okay, so see you in the next video.